G'day collectors, welcome back to a brand new episode of
Authentic Collectables presents The Grid.
Well, we're nearing the end of the Sprint Cup. It's almost endurance season, 2 more rounds, yeah, it's anyone's game at the moment. It could be Brody's, could be Payne's, could be bloody Waters, could be Feeney's. It's anyone's game at the moment, but we'll cover that off later on in the video. Obviously, to kick things off, we have the prize winner. Last prompt was, give me a prediction on the Townsville 500. Now, there was some pretty interesting ones in there, but I chose Bailey Mendy K097. I recognize Bailey because I'm pretty sure he does questions and stuff in role models and stuff. So it's nice to see that you've come over to the grid, Bailey, and you've got yourself a gift card. Now, what Bailey said was, my Townsville prediction is 3 different pole sitters and 3 different race winners. Now, you're a little bit off with the pole sitters. However, 3 different race winners, you were spot on. Cam Waters, obviously the first race, Matt Payne in the second race, and Brody Kostecki in the third race. And yeah, when it comes to Ipswich, it's a 3-way title fight. It's gonna be insane. Between those 3 pretty aggressive and hard racing drivers with the team strategies, it's going to be a great Ipswich, and it's going to be an awesome Sprint Cup outcome. Now, I do have an honourable mention. That's Alex Hasey 5893. Their prediction was Chas Mostert finally gets his first Townsville win in the Supra after a last lap pass, which didn't happen, but we did see that cool 200 livery with the 200 down the sides. That was pretty cool. I'm sure we'll probably make that in the future. Now, the funny part about this comment was they also said the comment section spends all weekend arguing over one stewarding decision, which, I mean, tends to happen a lot. And then Ben announces the winning model and everyone's wallet loses another battle. Now, if you were following role models in episode 3, the code word was battle. So they've kind of merged role models and the grid together with this comment. So that's really creative to see, and yeah, pretty funny that I was gonna announce the winning model and everyone's wallet loses another battle. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna announce the next range of supercars that we're doing just yet. It's coming, don't worry. But yeah, hold your horses. It will probably be the yellow DJR cars, Anton's Cub Cadet car, because that looked awesome. And probably Matt Payne's Indigenous livery, along with Kai Allen's. We're not sure yet. Just hang on a sec. Anyway, this new prompt is, what livery would you like to see in a TrackStars series? Could be a current one, could be a previous one, could be a made-up one, kind of like our Starcar styles. Yeah, get commenting. We'd like to see what you guys have in store. And yeah, the winner will be drawn out in the next episode. Now on to Collector's Corner. Now, we have no collections this time, and that's okay. We might possibly shift the Collector's Corner around a bit. We might choose something different to do for this segment, because yeah, we had Collector's Corner and role models and it didn't really work out. Tried the grid and it doesn't seem to work out as well again. So yeah, we might think of something different, don't worry. But if you do have a collection that you want to showcase on the show, just drop it down in collections@authenticcollectables.com.au, and yeah, we'll be sure to showcase them. Now onto a little bit of race news. We're not going to be talking about Townsville 500 because that was a fair bit ago, and obviously Perth, as I'm filming this, is next week, or as this drops, probably this week. Now, obviously, Townsville 500, we saw a 3-way battle between Cam Waters, Matt Payne, Brody Kostecki, and Anton also kind of snuck in with a second place podium towards the end, which, yeah, it's cool to see those 3 main Mustang blokes battle it out, really. And as I said, it's going to be an incredible outcome at the Ipswich round. So, yeah, Townsville 500, we will be announcing a few models from that. Stay tuned. Now, Perth. Finally we get to watch an actual race live without any TVs or anything in person. We're going to be there. So yes, I'm pretty excited for that. Obviously, yeah, it's going to be a great weekend down at Wanneroo, especially if we're going to be jumping to the Burswood Street tracks in the next couple years. It'd be nice to, yeah, hang out at Wanneroo for just a little bit longer. Hopefully, we also get a double header in the future. That would be very nice. Yeah, if we got a double header in Perth, that would be amazing, and we'd probably do some like events or something with that. Probably like a collector's night or yeah, live role models or something. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm pretty keen for the future of Perth for supercars. Anyway, last time in Perth, we saw Ryan Wood cop his first win in supercars, and we also kind of made a model of it, as you can see right here. By the time you guys are watching this, it would have already been released, and it was limited edition of 102. So yeah, it went pretty quick. Yeah, all in all, a great model. It's very special, obviously, with Ryan Wood's first win. It came with a #1 pit board, and yeah, we saw it happen with our own eyes. We were at that race, watching on, and it was pretty cool. I do think Brody is going to get at least 1 or 2 wins at this event. He's really searching for that hometown win. But however, there is that Sneaky Waters and Matt Payne. So yeah, this is gonna, I reckon Perth is gonna have a lot of tears, a lot of crashes, because everyone's trying to get that Sprint Cup win. So yeah, if you guys are at the Perth round, don't be afraid to say hi. We will be there. We probably can't stay and chat for too long because we will be photographing the cars and talking to teams and stuff like that to obviously get these models as accurate as possible. And yeah, bring on Perth. Recently, we announced 5 awesome looking imagination projects for collectors and fans who want to add something creative and a little bit interesting and different to their collections. So the first one is the 1999 Bathurst Pole Tribute FGX. So that's the Mighty 10 livery that's slapped onto a Ford FGX Falcon. That was driven by Larko and Jones, kind of a tribute livery of that. Obviously, 99 Bathurst Pole was pretty special. The next one is the 1999 Bathurst Winner Tribute on a VF. That's the Wins livery. That was driven by Greg Murphy and I believe Steve Richards. Yeah, another pretty awesome livery. We do like the Wins colors on that livery. It's very clean. This next one is the 1986 Bathurst Winner. Obviously, it's kind of a little bit of an anniversary for it. And yeah, that's the Chickadee livery slapped onto a VF. It looks very nice and very clean. You can thank Greg for that because it was his idea of doing that. Yeah, and that was by Grice and Bailey. So yeah, very cool looking model. Obviously, we have seen that livery slapped on a ZB, but it's a ZB, come on. This next one is the 2005 championship winner. That's the Caltex livery slapped on a FGX, which really works. Like it's a very clean livery, and it just, yeah, the FGX is such a nice body shape to put tribute liveries on. Obviously, championship was won by Russell Ingle, and yeah, it kind of works with the Ambrose Pertec car a bit. So it go very nice next door to each other. This next one is a bit of a different one. This is the Chevy Bell C40 Warhawk, obviously designed by me. We kind of had the idea of putting that shark face with like little bits of military assets on a supercar. We kind of had that idea for a while. This time we've actually done it. Now, the reason why it's called a C40, obviously, is a play with words of the P40 Warhawk. And yeah, you know, I mean, it's a plain livery smacked onto a Camaro. That's weird, interesting. And yeah, C40 Warhawk, Chevy Bell. I think it's pretty cool. There's no bias or anything, I promise. So make sure you guys head over to your local stockist, place a pre-order, or go to our website and register your interest. You'll be in the know when it arrives. Yeah, links in the description, so you guys don't have to go too far. Just drop down in the description, click on the link, and yeah, hopefully you guys cop a Imagination Project car when it arrives. Now, onto what we have released. We have released a ton of stuff again, so I'm just going to try and rattle them off as quick as possible. As mentioned before, we released the Ryan Wood first race win, that Perth livery. That was a website exclusive and was only a limited edition of 102, so it sold out within minutes. Yeah, if you guys got your hands on one, well done. If you guys are watching this video and you're just seeing this for the first time, sorry, but you probably have to go via secondhand markets and stuff like that. But yeah, as I said, if you guys got your hands on one, well done, because it's sold out in minutes. We also released two 2025 Melbourne SuperSprint MSR cars. That was the Camaros featuring Cam Hill's Dabble Camaro. That was also a first race winner, so that was a pretty special livery, and we also liked it better than most of the other liveries that they kind of ran during the 2025 season. However, Nick Percat's Bendix Racing Camaro was also a part of it. That also got the podium next to Cam Hill, so it was like MSR's first one too. Two very special models for Chevy fans. Cam Hill's was limited edition of 186, and Nick Percat's was 204. We also released two DJR 2024 Indigenous Mustangs. They looked awesome. I think it's probably one of the best Indigenous liveries they've ever ran. Anton De Pasquale was 246, and Will Davison was 348. Now, speaking of the Pertec Ambrose car, we also released that car, the 2003 championship winner Tribute, that Pertec FGX, and that FGX that was designed by Tristan with all the cool neon colors and the illustrated falcon down the sides, looked absolutely awesome and definitely pops out in collections. The Pertec car was limited edition of 252, and that FGX was limited edition of 156. So fairly low numbers. Hopefully you guys got your hands on one. Lastly, you might have seen already, it was a pretty big one. It was over on Speed Cafe and stuff like that. The 2025 Bathurst 1000 winner, obviously won by Matt Payne and Garth Tander last year. That was limited edition of 2,700. And yeah, dare I say, trying to stuff 2,700 certificates was not fun. But hey, Bathurst winner. So yes, all of those cars are kicking about at Stockist and possibly still on the website. So yeah, as I said earlier before, the links are in the description. Don't have to go too far. Click the link. You'll know. TrackStars. It's almost been a month since we released Super Pack Series 1. Thank you guys for all the support on that, by the way. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys for tagging us over in socials and stuff. Yeah. Seeing all your sets and all your displays and stuff, we have been looking. Yeah, awesome to see that you guys have really gone out of your way to put like display cases and all different types, like little diorama tracks and stuff. Yeah, awesome to see. Thank you guys seriously for the support on TrackStars. Let us know your thoughts in the comments on what you think of that series. We really would like a bit of feedback, and yeah, we'd just like to know your thoughts. We can't mention anything on the next series just yet, but just know that the next set is set in stone. All the cars that are in it are in it. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. Anyway, guys, that was a pretty quick one in my opinion. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications so you don't miss out on any videos like role models or the grid or any of our unboxing videos that we do before models arrive. And yeah, keep collecting. Peace.